Okay. Is everything fine now? I think it is. Can't tell. Okay. I see the AIDS character. I don't see a thumbnail of what's going on the stream. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's fine, I guess. Okay, so part 1 of this, I'll put like a link. I'll deal with it all after. I'll put a link to the original deltarune thing in the funky fucker stream. See, I was talking about chess theory, and then I ranted about, oh yeah, this person's the knight, this is where the dark fountain is. Like, that's a whole different section of the quiz. Survey, whatever. Okay, rate Toriel kills Undyne in Chapter 3 Weird Root. Okay. I'm mixed on this. Because on one hand, it's the obvious, like, obviously, yeah, that's gonna happen. But also, it's obvious, so maybe it won't happen. Like, oh yeah, obviously, Toriel called the police, and Undyne's gonna show up. And Toriel can kill her with fire. But also, what if Nastabluch shows up? What if Asgore shows up? What if Asgore sees his house on fire, and he shows up? And when I say on fire, I mean, like, there's, like, black smoke coming out of the door. And he's like, oh shit. Oh god, is there something going on? Oh no. And he shows up, because he was a former police chief. And also, Toriel called the police, and waited long enough to fall asleep. This was in full screen. It's meant to be in full screen. Like, oh, she fell asleep. Which means that Undyne didn't show up. She didn't really care. Didn't really take... Like, it doesn't take that long to get to her house from the police station. So she's, like, not taking it seriously, and then Asgore takes it seriously. So he shows up. And also, the weird route doesn't necessarily mean murder. I mean, in Chapter 2 it was. But I saw one take on it where, you know, instead of killing everybody with Toriel, it's more like, oh, you run away from every fight. Like, you don't act or fight, you just run away. So Toriel sees everybody running away, and then eventually, at some point, you can't run away, so at that point, she gets involved. Which also implies, you know, intentionally getting hurt. And also, some people think that only Noelle can do the weird route. Because she's, like, involved with, like, breaking games. I don't know. I don't... Not as confident as I thought I would be going into this. I don't want to make it too long. I think it specifically said don't make these answers too long here. Rate choosing between Rouse or Noelle theory. This I'm also confident. Does Temmie show up at all in this? When you say this, you mean the survey or the game? Oh, you're making a thumbnail. Alright, you better not be making the thumbnail that I think you're making. Because that smile is not making me comfy. I'm uncomfy. I'm uncozy. I think Temmie maybe is name dropped like once or twice. Yeah, so, okay. A game called Dragon Blazer. And Birdly knows about it, and Susie knows about it, and Noelle knows about it. And at the end of Chapter 2, she's in the hospital with her father. She's playing Dragon Blazers, and they're talking about, oh, Noelle, use Fire Shock to defeat the enemy. Use Fire Shock. which in Chapter 2 there's Ice Shock, which she uses in the weird route. So Dragon Blaze is supposed to be like, maybe like a prophecy, or not like a prophecy, but like an in-game like spoiler for what's gonna happen next. And at one point they mentioned, oh yeah, the mage leaves your party. Which means that maybe Ralsei leaves the party for some reason, maybe? I don't know how much else I can elaborate on that. Also, this survey has videos for, like, everything. Maybe I shouldn't be in full screen because some of the things getting cut off. So if, like, I can link the survey in... I should probably link it in the actual stream. Oh, you can't see that? Good. Alright, I'm putting the survey in the description for the YouTube stream. I should have done that immediately. I don't know if I like the idea. I'm indifferent, I think. But I can't imagine anything that would make Ralsei want to leave. I'd argue that Susie leaves before Ralsei. But there's literally nothing that points to that happening outside of like a weird root thing. Susie already left? She did... Well, okay, technically she wasn't in the party until late. Like, she was, like, not really committed to it, and then she joined, but she hasn't left after that point. But I do know what you mean. I'm just being an asshole about it. Okay, weird rats only happen when Noelle's in the Dark World. See, I mentioned this before. This, I'm also inclined to believe. She is in Chapter 4. She's not in Chapter 3. So, like, will a weird route even happen in Chapter 3? I don't know, because Chapter 1 doesn't have one. And Noelle's not there. Chapter 3 might not have one. But also, what does going darker than dark mean? Maybe that is elaborated more on in Chapter 3? I have no idea. I think I would prefer it. Because if anybody can do a weird route, then it makes Noelle's connection to it, you know, less impactful. I feel like the weird route is, like, solely focused on Noelle and her breaking things. Because throughout the route, even throughout, like, the normal route, she's like, oh yeah, Chris, you're a little weird today. What's going on? You've been acting weird lately. But Noelle's not Noelle. Toriel's not saying that. Toriel's like, oh yeah, you're my child. You're epic and cool. Like, she's not really, like, aware of it at all. Making her do a weird route thing and breaking her just doesn't really make sense. Spampton sing the wrong number song in Undertale. Well, we heard the Undertale thing. We heard you know, we heard what the Undertale wrong number song is, and you know, just to remind you of what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. I'm pulling it up right now. So he says, "Hey, can I speak to S?" is what he said in our playthrough. He said S. For Sans, of course. Yes, thank you. And then he plays this, which you can't hear. So this is the wrong number song. It's really quiet. Oh, so that might be Spampton. It sounds more like Gaster to me. Do you want to bark in the mic? Do you want to bark into the microphone? It'd be really funny. Yeah? You're swearing. It sounds like you're swearing. Are you mad? Gaster doesn't have a phone, though, jokes aside. Well, Gaster called Spampton. You hear somebody walking around the house? Is there any character with phone themes? There's the memory heads. Okay, I'll put you on the floor, okay? Yeah? Oh my god. Okay, he is banished from my room. Any other character with phone themes. Gaster's the only one. It's you know, Gaster calls Spampton, and then Spampton, like, jokes aside, the wrong number song says, "Hey, can I speak to G? Hey, can I speak to oh, like, who would be calling Gaster besides Spampton? I mean, there could be another character that uses phones and was calling Spampton, but, like, I mean, Gaster, but, like, who? Unless there's another secret boss, it makes sense that Spampton's the one trying to call Gaster. In Undertale, it's only the memory heads that have phone-related thing. Did I want text on the thumbnail? I mean, I'm gonna give you full creative freedom. Usually when I do thumbnails, I just have like a funny, I just have silly, fun things happening, and then on the top it's just the game. It is my thumbnail, that's true. I'm gonna give it a 7. Because it's like, okay, Spampton calls Gaster in Undertale, but like, why? Why? Like, how does that happen, and why? What does that affect? Should I remove Land's Undertale? He's kind of just kind of peeking over. I don't really need him. I don't think I'd care. He's invested. You know, that's true. Yeah, just move him a little over so he's not covering the text. I could bring in Sans Undertale. You know, from Sans. I could bring in Sans. Oh, Jesus. Here's Sans. I could bring him in. I could bring in, who else can I bring in? I could bring in Lands. I could bring in Sans. Here's Tans. He looks like he's doing blackface. Maybe I shouldn't bring him in. There's Fans. Fans is peeking over. But now I'm thinking about how I don't have a fan on, and it's making me upset. There's Vans. We can bring in Vans. I could bring in Cans. There's Cans. I think I will stick with Lands. I think Lands, you know, he wasn't really interrupting. You know, he's just kind of doing his thing. You know, so I'll just be peeking over. He's enjoying it. Rate the chapter intros or flashbacks theory. Okay, so what was the chapter 1 flashback? Chapter 1 flashback was no one could choose what they are in this world. Your name is Chris. Then chapter 2, it's oh my God, Chris, did you eat all the pie? Oh no, ah, you ate all the pie. Oh, facepalm. Oops. I don't know if those are flashbacks or flash forwards, if that makes sense. I think there's a time loop going on. Specifically because of one thing. Let's see if I can find it. But that's not what this is talking about. This is talking about, just the default ones. You're back 100%. I didn't know you left. Hold on. I'm gonna make this full screen so you can see it. Thumbnails in Discord. I will look at it in a minute because I want to keep my chain of thought going. Oh, there you go. Okay, okay, so the survey is talking about the default intros. Like, oh, the intros are flashbacks to something where it's like, oh, your name is Chris. No one could choose who they are in this world, so someone told that to Chris. And then Toriel freaking out, oh my God, Chris, is that a knife? Oh no! But also, like, why would she be freaking out about a flashback of that happening and then just be normal, like, oh yeah, hi, Chris? If it was a flash forward, that would make more sense. But if it's a time loop, then it would be a flashback, because Chris would remember the flashback, even though it hasn't happened yet. But also, as you can see, there's an unused dialogue. There's an unused intro here. I'm going to up the volume, too, so you can hear it. Actually, you don't need to hear it. Actually, yes, you can. Alright, after this. Wait. So that is unused. Normally it just says your name is Chris. Or your name is, and it's Toriel saying Chris. Now, do I need to play the audio for that again? Were you able to hear? Were you able to hear the interesting thing about that? I will make it a little louder. You didn't hear anything. That's Susie's voice. Susie's saying, Chris, wake up, Chris. Chris, oh my god, Chris, what's happening, Chris? Why would Susie be saying that? It's like an echoey Susie voice. Why is Susie concerned about Chris? Why is Chris having this vision of Susie saying, oh my god, Chris, oh no. So when this survey says, oh, are these flashbacks? It's not talking about the unused thing I just showed. The unused thing I just showed is a completely different thing from what this is talking about, I think. I don't even think this mentions it. It doesn't. I think they're flash forwards. I think they're flash forwards, but because Chris is in a time loop, Chris remembers the future. And Susie saying, Chris, wake up, Chris, is something that happens later in the game. Maybe at the end of the game, before the time loop happens. I don't know. But that's not what this is talking about. So I don't know what the answer should be here. Because no, they're not flashbacks because they didn't happen yet. And also Undertale did this. Undertale did this trick where you're remembering things that happened in the past, but they didn't happen to Frisk. They happened to Kara. But here it's, oh yeah, these things did happen to Chris, but they didn't happen yet. So I'm going to give it an 8, because, in fact, I'm going to write that. I think they're flash forwards. Time loop. There you go. Yeah, time loop memories, yeah. I'm emphasizing unused Chapter 1 intro, and you might think, oh, I just found that random video on the internet. No, that is in the game. In fact, when I was looking up, I had the game open for Toby Fox's update that'll happen in a couple days. I actually did see Chris, wake up, Chris, written in the same way as that, near the top. You know, where the beginning of the game happens, and that line was in there. So that is a real thing that's in the code. Okay, Universal Mother Theory. This, I don't know if this matters, but in Chapter 2, Queen is basically supposed to be like, she's supposed to represent Noelle's mother. You know, it's like, oh, Noelle, sweetie, oh, Noelle, I care so much about you, but in reality, I'm just doing the things that I want to do. Like, I want to cover the world in darkness, and Noelle, I need you to do that, Noelle. You're with me, right? Hey, Noelle, look at this thing that I want you to do, but I'm doing it for you, though. I'm doing it for you, but look at this thing that I want. So maybe it's supposed to be like, oh, Noelle's mother is, like, super controlling of her, which we do know that is a fact, because Rudy's talking about it. Like, oh, yeah, her mother's really tough on her. And, you know, I'm trying to think of how else to phrase this, or how else to say it. Yeah, she's not really doing anything bad, but she's... Right, so she's doing the thing... This theory elaborates in saying, oh no, she's not just Noelle's mother. She's also, supposed to be the representative of everybody else's mother in the party. Where it's like, oh, Susie, oh, she doesn't really care about Susie. She's kind of antagonistic towards Susie. When Queen is alone with Chris, Queen is like really supportive of Chris, actually. Like how Toriel is really supportive of Chris. And then with Birdley, well, we don't know anything about Birdley's mother, but if this is true, then Birdley's mother is like, doesn't really care. Because Birdley's always trying to prove himself, right? Like, oh, he's the smart kid. He needs to be the smart kid. I'm the smart kid, and I'm really smart and cool. Because I need to impress everybody, but in reality, nobody cares. Like, not even his mother cares. And then with Rousey, Rousey doesn't have a mother, which is why Queen constantly forgets about Rousey. You know, like in the beginning, you know, Rousey, like, or not Rousey, but Queen only had like 2 cages, you know, for Chris and Susie, but she didn't have one for Rousey. And then at the end, oh yeah, everybody got captured except for Rousey, who was just kind of out there, like, oh, oops, I forgot you existed, oops. Which would make sense if she was representing Rousey's mother, because Rousey doesn't have a mother. So there is nothing to connect the two, which is why she just doesn't say anything. The only thing that hurts it is Birdley, because we don't know anything about Birdley's mother. We can just assume, based on his character, how other people react to him, you know? I go into all that and give it an 8. I'm giving it an 8 because we don't have anything on Birdley. Like, it makes sense for Noelle, definitely. Chris, it also makes sense. Susie, kinda, I guess, sorta. And Birdley, again, we got nothing. Like, if we knew for a fact how Susie or Birdley's mothers act, I'd put it at a 9. And if it was all correct, then I would say that, but... Like, Susie and Birdley are just assumptions, because we don't know. But Noelle and Chris, they make the most sense. They line up to it perfectly. Even though we don't know Noelle's mother, we only know about her from other people. Memory heads in Undertale foreshadow deltarune. I mentioned this in the Undertale playthrough. Come join the fun. And then they die. Should I turn this off? Should I turn off the cum thing? Yeah, no, I'll leave it on. Fuck it. Who cares? Should I give it a 10? Because I'm like really confident about it, but like, what is it? Like, what are they saying? They say, oh, come join the fun. Like, they don't really say anything of value about deltarune. It's just the cell phone. Oh yeah, and some people think that the memory heads are singing Don't Forget because of how they write text in Japanese. Like, the way that the text in Don't Forget is written in Japanese is written in the same way that the memory heads speak. This is a crackhead theory. I don't want to say it's crackhead theory. I'm putting it in chat because I want to watch it. I just saw the thumbnail, by the way. Is that Half-Bread's video? Yeah, that is Half-Bread's video. Yeah, so, yeah, the person that made the video... That emote's not loading, by the way. Delta, there it is. Do you still have the project file for the thumbnail? Like, did you, like, delete all the layers and stuff? Because I have one suggestion. I have one thing to add. Okay. Do I have it on my computer still? It's gotta be here somewhere. See, the thing that sucks about decompiling the game is that I can't find the file I want to find because it has his name in every single fucking file. You don't delete anything? Neither do I. It's a problem. Where is it? Where is it? It's perfect. It's perfect for what I'm trying to do here. Where did I put it? God, it might be my D drive. Fuck, I found an edit of the image that I wanted, but not the original image. Where is it? Here it is. There you go. I don't need to explain. I don't need to explain what came to my mind. Okay, where am I? Okay. This specific theory says, oh yeah, the memory heads are singing Don't Forget, but I think Des is singing it. That video goes into details like, oh yeah, like the text of, like, oh, it matches with Kara's text, but also Kara's not in Deltarune, so that's stupid. It's like, oh, is it Gaster? No, Gaster doesn't speak like that. Oh, is it Ralsei? Ralsei speaks sort of like it, I think. I don't remember. 7. 7 because this specific theory is talking about the song, and I'm like, I don't know about that. And they don't say anything of value. But also it'd be really cool, so I'm putting it there. Noelle's mom is called Carol Theory. Okay. Asgore has an eviction notice in his flower shop, and it says you have 1 month to pay it off, and it's signed to C. And Noelle is the mayor, so Noelle's mother is the mayor, and she gave Asgore an eviction notice, and her name starts with C. I'm gonna say her name is Caroline. Okay. I'm not elaborating on that. Alright. Rate Rudy will die theory, 10. It would be good. Okay. We'll get to explore more of the town. Alright. If you make a map of the hometown with places we've seen so far, you can clearly see specific houses and such are cut off, and the map does not match completely. This is true. Because if you go, there's like one of the roads, you know, there's houses that are going off the screen, but you walk off the screen and you don't see the roofs, which means there's like a whole section of the town we don't see. And also there's the stuff that's like boarded off. So I'm saying yes, that is basically canon, and I think that's going to be good. I think that chapter 4 is going to elaborate on that, because that's an overworld chapter. And we're going to be in hometown, and it makes sense to see new place. Like, I think maybe we'll see Noelle's house, because Noelle is in, there's an image of chapter 4 where Noelle is like she's in what looks like a basement. She has a light and there's Christmas decorations. That might be her house, which also makes people think that chapter 4 will be in her house. But I think chapter 3 being in Chris's house and then chapter 4 being in Noelle's house is weird. I think being in the church is more exciting. I think doing the house 2 times in a row is weird, is redundant. Rate Lancer is the hero in the legend. Okay, this is like, you know, like a loophole in the legend, right? It says, a human, a monster, and a prince from the dark. Lancer is the son of the Chaos King. Lancer is shown in the legend as the teardrop boy in the legend, right? That's what it says there. Lancer is a prince of the dark. So technically he fulfills the role of Prince of the Dark. But he can't exist in other dark worlds like Ralsei can. Like, it's technically true, but I don't think... Hold on. No, I just remembered something. I got my finger up in the air like the fucking nerd emoji, by the way. Just want to bring that up. I didn't need to mention that. I need to be honest about it. Oh, do I have this saved on my computer? Please tell me I have it saved on my computer. I don't. Thank you for your honesty. You're welcome. Deltarune. Legend intro. Art sheet original. The story panels. Right? Like the original. Here it is. Concept art. That's what I was looking for. I'll show it on screen in a second. Whoa! Can't see it. Watch this still get claimed. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is official, you know, concept art, right? So it's saying, oh yeah, Lancer is the third hero in the legend. Except right here, you can see in this concept art, the hooded figure is very clearly named Ralsei as the third hero. This is also mentioned to be Susie, which is, the weird thing is here. It says human, it doesn't say Chris. Chris is not named what Ralsei is in this concept art. So, Lancer is not the third hero, because this It's weird that Ralsei's named, but Chris isn't. So I'm gonna put it in 3 because I mean I don't totally hate it. Concept art for the legend labels Ralsei, but not Chris. So, like, it just flat out, like, it literally just says Ralsei. Ralsei's literally right there. And people bring in, oh yeah, well, it's concept art, you know, it's not the final product. They could have changed their minds. But those same people will say, oh, Chris isn't the knight because of the canceled intro to the game. Which, I also say that. So, I'm making a straw man out of literally nothing. We will get soft locked in the weird root theory. I'm gonna pull up exactly what this is talking about. I'm gonna see if I can find it. We're gonna go through this. Let's see. Where is it? Do I remember where this is? Apparently not. No, it's Blink. Is it here? Here it is. Oh, well, you can't see because I cut it off, but there's a door here. And this door leads to something you can't see. Okay, hold on. Let me move the screen so you can see it a little better. Look, it's a maze. It's a weird maze with a black door on it. Oh, what is this? Oh. A cross-shaped maze in the ice area from Dragon Blazers. When you go in it, no matter where you go, you'll always be brought back to the same room. It's like, oh, you so basically she's saying, oh yeah, she glitched the game and she entered this maze and now she can't progress in the game and she's trying to figure things out. Like, oh yeah, there's a door that doesn't appear anywhere else in the game. So that's what this is talking about. Now hold on, let me refix this before I go back to the survey. Alright, so it's talking about like, oh yeah, like there's this maze. Well, what is she talking about? But she didn't get. I don't think. Hold on, did it say the door led anywhere? Yeah, it was locked. The door was locked, is what she says. Okay. She's saying like, oh yeah, there was a weird door, but it didn't really go anywhere, and that was just the end of it. I think we will open it up. I don't think we'll get soft locked, but I do like the idea of, oh yeah, she's talking about this maze in this game, and then she ends up being in this maze in real life. But we're not gonna get soft locked. I'm gonna give it a 9 because we're not gonna get soft locked. But everything else about it, I think, even though that's in the title, yeah, we get soft locked. Oh, we don't get soft locked. But I'm gonna give it a 9. It's just everything else I like about it. So, Oblivion Theory. Do I know what this is? Oh, okay, hold on. This one, I don't think I know about this one. Huge theory about the vessel, themes, and the meta narrative of the game. Chris and the vessel would be Deltarune's Frisk and Kara, with the themes of this game. So, like, the vessel shows up. Hold on. And it is also there because you are. In-depth document. Am I going to read this whole fucking document? Let's find out. Let's see how long it is. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, I know you can't see it, but oh, my God. There's 171 pages. Oh. Okay, TLDR, the vessel's sentient, I guess. I don't know if the vessel's gonna be sentient. Better get reading. I'm gonna unironically have to read it. I know what I can do. I can do something else. I can... but I can't play it on stream though. If only there was like a podcast I could summarize this Google Doc and help me, you know? I wonder if the images even work, because there's images in here too. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if there was a podcast, should I listen to it at the moment? Or is this something that I listen to on my own time and I just skip this question, except I don't skip the question because I have to answer it before I go on to the next page? On my own time? Okay, but I am curious to see how long such a hypothetical podcast would be. So I'm going to leave it over here. I'm going to give it a... Hold on. Let's see. Can I read this summary that this imaginary thing made to myself? It explores the relationship between the players and the fictional worlds, questioning the value of escapism and meaningful connection. Oh, I agree with that. Okay. I agree with that. 8. Not surprised. Because that's what I think Dark Worlds are. It's just fiction. It's just layers and layers of fiction. And they talk about darker yet darker yet darker. It's like delving deeper and deeper into fiction, to the point you're literally just tearing it apart, trying to get any little secret out of it, like how I do it with this game. The hypothetical podcast is not done. Great Sans, Papyrus, and Gaster are all on the same family tree. Yeah. Yes, Gaster's a skeleton. Yes. It's Grandpa Semi. Should I just write Grandpa Semi in here? Because Grandpa Semi's not mentioned in the document. Grandpa Semi. Gaster's Grandpa Semi. That's what I believe. Wait, Kara is not the first fallen human's canon name. What? Oh yeah, okay, so it's basically saying like, oh yeah, their name isn't actually Kara, it's just the game is saying that it's the true name because character is short for character? Character? Kara? Ugh. I think it's just a cop-out to not give Kara a name. It's just like Kara is Kara's name. I mean, again, technically, literally anything can be Kara's name. It'd be really bad and confusing. I don't like it. But it's also probably true. Remember when I was complaining about the person I was watching, they were doing like 1s and 10s, and now I'm just doing like 7s and 8s and 3. Like, I'm not like committing 10, committing 1. It's like, this is probably true, but I don't like it. "16 minutes, by the way, for the thing that didn't happen because it doesn't exist. Rate Sans isn't bleeding theory. Yes. Yep. That was ketchup. It's ketchup. This is what Discord looks like, by the way. I'm just doing. There you go. Yeah, Santa's blood is the exact same hex value as the ketchup, but not the soul or Susie's blood. Quote unquote. Yeah, unused blood sprite. Yeah. Right? Frisk and Kara are the same person? What do you mean the same part? Like what? Like Frisk is yellow because Frisk is a zombie? Is that what this is saying? I don't like it. I don't know, maybe Frisk being like the reincarnation of Kara is one thing. I don't like it, but I don't know how bad I don't like it. I mean, it explains some things, so I guess I can't hate it totally. Rate Kara is an evil theory. Okay. I think Kara was a bad person, but it wasn't like genocide. Like we did that. We did the genocide route. And by we, I mean everybody but me, because I'm a good person. I didn't do that. Again, I don't like doing 10s. I'll give it a... When I get to a stopping point Discord, I think I'm close to the bottom of this page. But what I think of Kara, if it turned out Kara wasn't evil, it'd be kind of disappointing. Because Kara, again, I don't think Kara's a good person. I think Kara is bad. I mean, Kara wanted to kill humans. That's typically not a good thing. Right, Nara Kara. You can be bad and not be evil. Yeah, but again, Kara did want to murder humans. 6 humans. At least 6 humans. Okay, Nara Kara. This, I think I do believe in it. There are some really specific lines. I don't remember exactly what the lines are, but I give it a 9. I don't really care. What's like Kara is the narrator of Undertale, is what that theory is. Like every single line, like whenever you interact with something, it's like, oh, there's chocolate in the fridge, and in the Genocide it says, "Where's the chocolate?" Or no, I don't remember what the normal one was. Yeah, there's brand name chocolate bars. There's brand name chocolate bars in Toriel's fridge, and then at the end it's like, "Where's the chocolate? Where is it?" It's written in red. Like Kara's like watching over you as you play the game. I think recently I've seen the interpretation where it's like the fan interpretation where they're making art where it's like, oh, Frisk is going through things, and then Kara's like a ghost just kind of floating around, following Frisk as things are happening. I think it's a cute interpretation of that. Right, Toby Fox is the narrator in Deltarune. Okay, alright, hold on. I need to pull up an image. Oh, where is it? Oh, fuck, where is it? Oh, man, I downloaded it the other day, and I lost it. Fuck, I wanted to pull up this image, actually. At some point. Here it is. This is the image I was talking about. Which type of theorist are you? Chris killed Asriel and is being possessed by Asriel, piles of Asriel's dust. Or, their narrations in Deltarune were probably written by Toby Fox. I don't know, where do you fall on this line? Toby Fox made deltarune. What? There is more to this where it's like oh yeah, like Undertale has Narakara, but deltarune doesn't really have an equivalent for that. It's just Toby Fox just writing the dialogue. Like there's nothing special about it. Chris killed Azrael and then made deltarune. True. See, it turns out it's not left to right. It's actually a circle. I think it actually links to his video too. Let's see. Yes, it does. Yeah, the whole point of that, it's like there's a jukebox in deltarune, and it says, "Oh, the jukebox isn't working. You'll never find. It seems like you'll never find a working one." Like it's referencing Undertale. The narrator in deltarune references Undertale multiple times, and it's like, okay, why is the narrator referencing deltarune? And then the narrator's like, "Oh, you went to wash your sink in the kitchen, but doesn't the bathroom sink seem better? Like it's trying to lead you into the room. Like why is the narrator telling me what to do? Why does the narrator know what Undertale is? What's going on?" And I think it's just like, oh yeah, no, just Toby Fox wrote the game, and Toby Fox is telling you what's going on. Like the narrator's not like narratively important, like it allegedly is in Undertale. And I think that's also fine, I guess. Right, narrow wall theory? The narrator is whatever device we seem to be connected to. It's what we're connected to, so it could be what we're reading from. Oh, like the device. Yeah, the device is... Okay. This I think makes the most sense. I'm not explaining device theory. I don't think this is device theory. This is a different thing. Device theory, I think, is like 11 hours long. The kitchen counter telling you it's a kitchen counter, yeah. No, this is like... When you open the game, originally it was the survey program. And it's... What the fuck is device theory? That is... I can't explain device theory. I don't think I can summarize it, but basically, let's see if I can. Gaster reaches out to us, creates a device, which is the survey program, which connects us to deltarune. So we're not playing deltarune, we're playing on the survey program, which is connecting us to deltarune. And the survey program is what we're doing. The survey program is what's narrating the game for us. But also, it's like, there's a lot more to survey theory. Can deltarune fans stop smoking before you make theories? Oh, you say that now. You say that now, and I'm talking about device theory, unironically, is probably, like, true. But you're talking about smoking things. You're talking about smoking crack and doing meth. And I haven't even gotten to the meth part of the survey. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. If you think this is crack, oh man. It's like 20 doses of Fent we're going to be going into later. Toby Fox would scratch his left ass cheek and you'd all say it's a Gaster reference. True, he would scratch his balls and sniff his fingers 3 times and we would say it's a Gaster reference. Right, the depths theory. Okay. Some believe that the darkness builds up in the dark world from some sort of lower realm related to water and ocean in some way. There's water-related imagery here. Yeah, so you know how in the beginning, you know, the vessel creation thing, the background is like wavy? They found the original image for that and it literally just is a body of water. It literally just is an ocean. And also there's a bunch of ocean-related sound files in the game, and also during the Spamton sweepstakes there's ocean-related stuff. Yeah, I did tell you about this. Some of this, I think. Yeah, there is a weird water connection, and also there's dark fountains. Jevel mentions the depths. Roars hell, bubbles from the depths, I think. Why am I swearing? What is going on? And Onion Sans talk about the song at the bottom of the sea, which might be Penumbra Phantasm, maybe. Or something else. There's a lot of weird water-related stuff, and also we're gonna be going darker than dark, which means we're going deeper and deeper into the depths of the dark fountains, maybe. They do shoot out a geyser. Yeah, they're literally called dark fountains. They're literally fountains. This, you know, I'm gonna say this is my rare 10. I'm putting this. How do I feel if the water, you know, yeah. Why is it a theory? You just assume the darkness has a liquid consistency? Well, at the end of chapter 2, we see it as a gas. Which relates to gas leak theory, which is a joke, but... yeah, dark fountains seem to be made out of... like, it emits gas, is what it looks like. But they are fountains. That's still a form of water. It's a hot form of water, that's true. It's hot water. And ice is just solid water. And there's Ice E. Oh my god, there's Ice E, and then there's the ocean, and then there's the fountains, which emit gas. Oh my god. Holy shit. The depths, I like the idea of the depths, because it implies that we can go darker and darker, which is flat out confirmed during the sweepstakes, which I'll open up. Do I have the sweepstake open? Yes, I do. I know it's like fucked up right now. Hold on. Where was it? Do I remember where it was? Yes, I do. I have to reload. I have to refresh the page. Where is it? Oh, here. No, this is December. This is the December one. Click here for your free prize. That's not it. Here it is. Aww. Oops. Ooh. I don't remember where it is. Hot water, like hot lands, Undyne is Gaster. Undyne did die in the hotlands if you don't feed her water. Where is it? Ah. Oh, this is a different thing. This is not mentioned in the thing either. This is not mentioned in the survey. So this is a gumball machine, right? Yeah, it's Alfie's and Metaton's place. You should have said that. Ah, okay. This is a stock image of a gumball machine, right? Wrong. It's actually 4 different stock images stitched together. These are all from different images stitched together into this. That gumball machine was made for this sweepstakes. What the fuck does that mean? What? Yeah, is it implying that we're gonna get a fucking Photoshop Ice E fight later? On Ocean, okay. So, you can't see, but the tab says, but what if it could get darker than dark? And you hear the sound? I literally have the file on my computer. I could have just played that. This sound file is called ocean.mp3. That's the sound that plays with the ferryman? I don't know if it is. I don't know for a fact if it is, but this get darker than dark, and it's playing ocean.mp3. Why is it playing ocean.mp3? Also, I think there's an ocean.mp3. It's a different sound that plays when you fall into the first chapter, Dark Fountain. I think it's like waves splashing. So there's a lot of weird water stuff. Also, I'm gonna up the volume so you can hear it better when it happens. I mean, what? What happens? That is called face.mp3. The image is called eyes. And on one hand, oh yeah, that's Spamton, right? Do you know about friend? Actually, you know what? No, image friend is a different thing. That's in the survey. I'll get to that later. Right, the dark worlds have been made before theory. This also makes sense. This makes sense. I agree with this part. I don't know if the adults were involved with it. I don't know. I've seen interpretations of that. I don't know if I like that. I mean, Undyne heard about Dark Worlds. Is like, oh yeah, haha. Yeah, you're stupid. You stupid children, stupid. Also, thank you. I just saw the... just saw the thumbnail. Thank you. Oh. Showed it on stream by accident. I accidentally showed the thumbnail on stream. Oh, no. There were a bunch of images of eyes on walls. Yeah, I know I was going to show it on stream, but you literally just saw them. Who's streaming right now? Oh, nobody I want to watch. Okay. What was I going to look up? Oh, I was going to put the thumbnail on the stream. It's a web P. Why is it a web P? Now it's a PNG. Yeah, that's in Ralsei's Dark Fountain. They also are the same as the Titans. For some reason. I think they're the same as the Titans. How did I download it into WebP? I don't know. I have no fucking clue why it was a WebP. Okay, so... I mean, again, I agree in the time loop. So, that wouldn't make sense here. I'm gonna do 6 because it's talking about, like, all this other stuff. Made before in the time loop. Maybe with the time loop, yeah. I don't know if time loop is, like, its own theory here. But yeah, Gerson talks about getting his ideas from dreams. It's like, oh yeah, if you're napping, no, just saying that you're dreaming. No, you're just getting inspiration. It's like a bench, and he's associated with the deltarune, and his hammer is doing things. Alvin's the knight. So is there anything I want to say in regards to these theories? Is there? No Gerson emote, pretend that's him. Who the fuck is that? Ginger Power? I think he can get in trouble for saying that. About, like, any other group of people. Yeah, her name is Halloween. Oh, I didn't give it a rank. Yeah, no, sorry, it's awful. Is there anything I want to say about these theories? Not really. Again, unless time loop later. I don't know. How much do I care? I gotta look through again. Just a quick re-look, even though I just did that. Really care? Like, oh yeah, what? How would I feel if Noelle's mom's was named Carol? Like, I don't really care. I don't care. Like, this doesn't really affect too much, except for that part. I don't care all exactly. How much do I know? Literally all of it. Again, I know things that aren't on the survey. Okay, these are the big theories. What? Oh, my email showed! No! Oh no, the name of my YouTube channel. Oh no. What did I not answer? Just tell me what? Oh my god, spam emails? That's an Undertale reference. Deltarune. What? Next. What? What did I not answer? What? Huh? Wait, there's a new page. What? Hold on. What? Why did it bring... I don't know. Holy shit, holy shit. Controversial theory. These are the controversial ones. Sans is Ness. Sans is Ness. Sans is Ness. Well, I mean, let me go. Yeah, there was a question that said, how do I feel about it? Okay. No, it would be bad. It would be really bad. Like, this was literally made before Deltarune came out. Like, the whole, oh, Sans' basement, the 3 people you don't recognize, it's Paula, Jeff, and Pooh. Like, no, it's the Delta Warriors, it's Deltarune. Like, no, it's out of date. Like, no. Oh my god, Papyrus is actually a Starman. No. Did I move Doof? No. No, why? What do you mean, did I move Doof? He's fucked up. Hasn't he always been like this? I'm gonna be paranoid now. No, he's in the same spot that he was at the beginning of the stream. He's facefucking the microphone? He is. That is weird. Has he been doing that for the past several streams? And I didn't notice? That would be a 10. That would be a 10 theory, if that was on here. What the fuck? Has it always been like that? And I just didn't care? Yeah, he doesn't fit into Hassan's chair very well. Neither does Hassan, that's why he keeps getting up and walking away. Okay. Rate stands Steven after not surviving. Here is Spampton after not surviving, which you can't see because it's cut off. Spampton after not surviving. No. It'd be really bad. It has always been like that? Wow. Gas leak theory, I mentioned this. Yeah, so at the end of Chapter 2, Chris plunges a knife into the ground and accidentally hits a gas pipe. And we see the black smoke going into the air. That's not a dark fountain. That's actually just gas. And then they all die, and there is no Deltarune. I'm gonna give it a 2 because it's kind of funny. Rossi is a girl theory. No. I think this is the controversial section. This is the controversial section. I think that this person just like completely like misread the game. Right, Rules card is Gaster theory. This isn't the controversial one. The controversial thing here. Ralsei does have a similar face to Gaster or the Mystery Man. Did I say Ralsei? Rules card has a similar face to Gaster. This is true. Rules has the weird face cuts, yes. And also teleports. Is he the one with the eyebrows? No. No, okay, hold on. Let me get a better look at him. He has, his mouth has, like, a weird, thing in it. He's, like, melting a little bit. It's strange. He looks strange and weird. I don't think he's Gaster, but it would be funny. It would be really funny if somehow, some way he was Gaster pilled. The Gaster eyebrow theory. He actually had eyebrows in Undertale, and it was removed in an update, and now nobody knows that he actually had eyebrows the whole time. Gaster glitched the game, and now he doesn't have eyebrows anymore. It's so sad. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 4. And I think it would be really funny. I'm gonna give it a 3, but I think it would be really funny. The annoying dog is the night theory. No. Like, oh yeah, Toby Fox is the villain. No. I mean, like, what? No, what? Right? Temmie is the night theory. Same problem. However, I do have a tweet. Temmie is in the theory. Look at that. They're in the survey. Wow. Hold on. So Toby Fox, you know, he's not the knight. And the knight, I think the knight is Gaster pilled. So when I show this, you can't see it. But when you can see it, this is what shows up. Stormtroopers. Fuck, I have to manipulate the window. I have to fuck up my crop here. I'm scarier than Gaster. So, Temmie is canonically scarier than Gaster. So Temmie might be the knight. I'm just gonna link the tweet. I'm just gonna link the tweet in here. Also, nobody, like, I think she is the only person to ever name drop Gaster too. I don't think anybody has ever, anybody on the Undertale or Deltarune team has name dropped Gaster. Toby's never said his name. Yeah, no, there's a lot of strange theories. Okay, Toriel's homophobic. Toriel is homophobic because she prevents Undyne and Alphys from kissing in the end of Undertale. And also she divorced Asgore because Asgore gay sex Rudy. I think that she divorced Asgore because he's responsible for Dess's disappearance. Which means that Rudy would not want to fuck him in this universe, I don't think. How would you feel? How would you think if it turned out that Toriel was homophobic? What opinion would I have on Toriel if I found out she was homophobic? I don't care. I mean, I don't. You know what? No, fuck it. It was good. It would be good. It would be really good. It'd be really funny. It'd be really good and cool. It would be preferable if Toriel was homophobic. Rate, the Dark Worlds are not real theory. This is literally not true. This is a Chapter 1 theory. It's a Chapter 1 theory where people thought, oh, actually, no, Chris and Susie were just playing pretend in the closet. Yeah, she divorced Asgore so that he and Rudy would fuck nasty without shame. Yeah, that's why he's in the hospital. They got a little too creative. Alright. Undertale is a game on Deltarune Asriel's PC theory. Yeah, there's an Undertale reference. If you go to Asriel's computer, it's like, oh, there's a boss with giant rainbow wings. No, I think it's just a reference. You do know that, okay. I think it's just a silly I think Toby's just referencing Undertale as a concept in the thing. It's like, hey, look at that, wow. I think it's because, oh god, I don't remember exactly what the story was, but Toby Fox would make Game Maker games with his brother. I think it's his brother. And I think one of the characters was named Chris or something. Or Irsk, or oh my god, I don't remember if I might be mixing up like AU bullshit, but with the actual real story. But it's like, oh, look at this cool thing. I think it's just a reference to, you know, oh, Chris is checking out their brother's computer and they're making games together. It's a reference to Toby Fox, how he would make games together with his brother. So I think it's just a reference. Yeah, reference. Human reference. Deltarune is a direct sequel to Undertale. No. No, it's an alternate universe. Or an alternate timeline, that is a debate on its own. I don't know. Does it say Deltarune is an alternate universe of Deltarune? Deltarune is an alternate timeline. There is a difference between the two. There is a difference. I don't know how I would feel about it. Deltarune is a direct prequel to Undertale. This... No. Okay. It is happening at the same time as Undertale. It's happening at an indeterminate time in proximity to Undertale. Like, whether it happens before or after or during doesn't matter because it's an alternate universe and it doesn't matter. But also, I think that there are things that happen here. Like Sans is from Deltarune. People think that Sans is from Deltarune. I'm also agreeing with that. But if Sans is from Deltarune, that means Deltarune happens before Undertale. Because he would need to transport himself from one universe to another. So... So in that regard, it's a prequel. But also, it makes reference to Undertale. There's Undertale references in Deltarune. And they're explicitly made to be like, hey... Oh, no, and also, Toby Fox flat out said, hey, you need to play Undertale before you play Deltarune. You need to complete... It is intended for people that have completed Undertale, is what he said. So in that regard, it's a sequel. But also, there's stuff that happens as a prequel, but also it doesn't matter when it happens. So I don't know. Sans is a Darkner. We see Sans bleed. Monsters can't bleed, so he might not be a monster. He might be a Darkner. I think that's confusing. Oh, also, okay. You probably know this. But Darkner's talk sprites are in color. So if Sans is a Darkner, we wouldn't know if his talk sprite's in color or not. Because he doesn't have color in his sprite. It's black and white. But I don't like him being a Darkner. Oh no, he can't be a Darkner because he's in the fucking overworld. Never mind. Yeah. That'd be weird. It'd be bad and confusing. I don't like it. Okay, Rate Alphys didn't write the true lab entries theory. Again, I talked about this when I was playing the game. I think it's... I would like it. The true lab. Yeah, the basement lab. It's like, oh, I've been conducted. I was contracted to do things. Is this also covering? Yeah, this is also Undertale. Yeah, because Gaster's Undertale, so this has to involve Undertale to an extent. I think it's about 50-50. I think Alphys wrote some of it, probably most of it, and I think some of it. How to describe it? I think it's like, oh yeah, she was like taking Gaster's blueprints and then she fucked up. That's what I think happened. Not surprised. I'll put it there, not surprised, because I don't really prefer one way or the other, because it really doesn't matter too much. Yeah, it's all been Deltarune until now. Rate Naked Ralsei theory. Some believe that Ralsei will take off more and more of his clothing for every chapter that we get. At the start of Chapter 1, he takes off his cloak. And then, at the end of Chapter 1, he takes off his hat. In Chapter 2, he ends up taking off his glasses. So, in Chapter 3, he is going to take off a different article of clothing. Maybe he'll take off his scarf. Maybe I remember Naked Ralsei theory when I first heard about it. Would it be good? How would you feel if Ralsei ended up naked? How would I feel about Naked Ralsei at the end of the game? It would be good if Ralsei was naked at the end of the game. I think it's just... I mean, if you take it as a metaphor, right? You know, maybe Ralsei, instead of taking off his clothing, it's more him coming out of his shell. He's opening up to us, showing us more of himself, maybe. You could interpret it that way. think I'll write that down. Like, I'll say just. His true self. With clothes. with clothes. You know, yeah, Ralph, I'm glad you're opening up and being more honest about yourself, but please put your penis away. Please, I don't want to see that. We don't need to. How would I feel if Ralph ended up naked? I would love it. It's like in this way, I like it, but like literally naked, I'm gonna put it at 5. Is there anything I want to say in regards to these theories? Where is piss and shit theory? How much do I care about Rousey being naked? Alright, let me just look over this again. How much do I care? I don't care about any of it. I think it was like one thing I didn't know. Wasn't there one thing that I didn't know when I was looking at it? And I was like, oh, what? No. I'll give it a 5. Because I don't really care. I don't know. Like, the Rousey being a girl thing, I don't really know too much about. Okay, this is about locations and... Oh, okay, alright. Oh, shit. Okay, this is how likely each individual area will be a dark fountain. Like... Will the flower shop be a dark world? Okay, Asgore's flower shop has a double door in it. It's a locked double door that you can't go into, and there's the flowers and the souls and stuff. Some people think that this would be the Chapter 5 location. I kind of dread thinking about this far, because like, oh yeah, Chapter 3 is the house. It's going to be a mix of TV and Dreamer family stuff. Chapter 4, I'm convinced, is the church. Chapter 5? Like, what's Chapter 5 going to be? What about the fucked up bunker? That's Chapter 6, I think. We're also getting ready for the festival, which... Before, like, a month or two ago, I thought it was going to be Chapter 7, but Chapter 5, the only teaser that we have for it is a flower... not a flower, a balloon. So, Chapter 5, the teaser for Chapter 5 is a balloon. Like a party, like a celebration. So, that would be the festival, right? But why would the festival, this big climactic thing, happen in Chapter 5? What if Chapter 5 is icy and it's a birthday party or something? Or... Chapter 5 won't be... Like, there's not going to be balloons in the flower shop. But this isn't about how likely it would be a dark world. Like, I'm thinking... You know, Chapter 4 is the church. Chapter 6 is the bunker. Chapter 7 is the festival. Which is the roaring, also. So that just leaves Chapter 5 to be something. Like, what would Chapter 5 be? Chapter 5... in my mind, is the you know, us confronting the knight. Why would the knight be in Asgore's flower shop? Oh my god, my cat's here. She's snoring. I think I'm gonna look through the other options before doing this one, because there's actually a fan comic that I've been reading that has the flower shop as a dark world, and it's kind of fun. Police building will be an upcoming dark world. No. They're both returning for a reason. They're returning for Chapter 3. No, I don't like it. Just, like, what do you do in a police world dark fountain? Chapter 5 in the hospital, balloons that say sorry, sorry your dad fucking died. I mean, I think Rudy's gonna die. Rudy's gonna die. No, this is what happens. I don't like the hospital being a dark world. Because it's like, oh, well, like Noel's house or something. I don't know. Maybe the hospital could be a dark world. I don't know, but no, because Rudy's gonna die in Chapter 4. Chapter 4, he says, oh hey, sorry, Chapter 2, he says, hey, I feel good enough to go to church tomorrow. Now overnight is Chapter 3, and then tomorrow is Chapter 4, and tomorrow is the church. And I think that he's gonna drop, you know, he's gonna like fall over in the church, and then a dark world gets opened up, and we try to save Rudy, but then it doesn't matter. And then he dies at the end. It's all sad. And usually it's flowers that you give when someone dies. so maybe chapter 5 can be that. But why would it be a balloon? Why would there be a balloon in Asgore's? Going to Asgore's flower shop to get flowers for Noelle's family because their dad's dead. But that doesn't explain balloons. Like, in my mind, chapter 5 is the only one that doesn't. Maybe he dies overnight? Well, like, he goes to... Because, again, I'm convinced. I'm, like, 100% convinced. He goes to chapter 4. He's in the chapter 4 church. And then he dies. Or, no, he falls over. He falls down. I don't know. But balloons, though. Like, I don't see giving balloons. Like, oh, your dad died. Hey, I heard your grandpa died. Sorry, here's balloons to make up for it. Like, what? Chapter 5 is balloon themed. That's literally the only information we have on it. You got balloons? I didn't get balloons. I got a dog. I got a dog. That's what I got. It instantly popped when you get home. I mean, yeah, that is weird. That is weird. That is strange to get balloons after a death. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like, even at, like, the wake. I've been to a wake. I've been to a funeral. There weren't balloons there. Like, if it was a black balloon, maybe. Right, but no, it was a blue balloon in the theory. In the image, I mean. Teaser. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like... Because also, you know, Chapter 3 Secret Boss might be flowers, and I feel like doubling down on the flowers in Chapter 5 when deltarune should be its own thing. I think doing too much Undertale stuff would be weird. Which is why I think it's weird that Toriel's in the Dark World with us, but... I'll give it a... I don't know. I'm really just right in the middle. Why would the flowers be in Chapter 3? Because Chapter 3... Or sorry, not Chapter 3. In... You know, when you're in the house... and you go over to the trash can, you see that there are flowers in the trash can. And if you go to Asgore, and you say, oh, hey, I'm going to give Toriel the flowers, and then Toriel just throws them out. So she's discarding the flowers. I don't remember the logic, because I've never played, like, card games, but the Joker card is usually discarded. It's not very good. Spam emails, they're discarded, they're disregarded, they're thrown away. The flowers in the house literally being thrown away, literally being discarded. That's like one of two things. You know, it's either something that's literally in the house that's discarded, or it's a TV program that's discarded, which I'll get to. There is a section for Chapter 3 bosses. I'll elaborate on that. But yeah, like, oh, the flowers in the garbage that are literally in the garbage and thrown away will become a secret boss, and they'll like delve deep into the family of the history of the family or whatever. Joker card is meant to be replacement and otherwise discarded. Okay. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. QC's Diner will be in Dark World. I do think that we're going to see Caddy. I think Caddy will be in the church, because Caddy does, you know, dark magic. She studied occult with Chris. I don't like the diner being a Dark World though. Like, what do you do there? Who's Joggington? He's the snake. He's the snake character, don't you know? Oops. You know Sanjay and Craig? Yeah, he wears a jersey, has a hat. He likes soccer. I was gonna pull up a picture of Sanjay and Craig, but I don't want to. I would be disappointed in a QC diner. Like, what do you get in QC's diner? Food? Food Dark World? Okay. Actually, how does that work? How does food... Because there's gonna be a pie, right? We baked a pie in Chapter 2. That's gonna be in the Dark World. Is there gonna be a pie darkener? Is the pie gonna be, like, an environment? Is it gonna be an object? Will you be able to eat the pie? Is the pie gonna be alive? Ice Ease Pizza will be in Dark World. Okay. Again, the fucking the fucking gumball machine. No, pizza party at the pizza. I'm gonna put it 8. Would I like it though? Yeah, because like the cryptid shit. There's also like cryptid dark, icy. Is it gonna pop up again? Where is it? Yeah, look. Oh, have you seen him? Have you seen him? Oh, the recent sightings, which you can't see, but it says recent sightings of icy. Oh my god. Yeah, they took Chris, Noel, Azriel, and Des took like a icy pizza box and they burnt it and then they buried it in the graveyard. Yeah, the graveyard. You know that Mario Party game where you eat pizza? I don't. I'm sorry, I do not know. Also, if you click, oh look, Noel's sister, and then it's a 404 page that you can't see, but it's a fake one. Yeah, so it's either Icy's pizza. We're gonna get something with Icy, whether it's his area or it's like the graveyard outside the church. I think those would be like melded together though. Sans, his shop will be a Dark World. No, Sans. I don't think Sans is gonna play a role. I think he's just kind of there. I think he's teasing us. I would like it to get more info on Sans, but actually no. I'd prefer his house. See, his house would be a Dark World. Ice E cryptid comforts Asgore, and you get to see a 7-chapter long slow burn. Only, and he gives him a balloon. I don't know. Sans' house. This I think is better, but like, I don't know. Like Papyrus is in the house, and he's not coming out of the house. But like, where would it fit? Would it fit in chapter 5? No, right? No. Would it be in chapter 7 at the festival, and we go into Sans' house, and that's like part of the environment of the Dark World? Papyrus does have AIDS. That's true. That might be true. That's a new theory. I'm gonna do just a little bit, maybe. I would like it. Would I? Because like there's, you know, a different Sans related thing that we can go to, which I assume will be right below here. Nope. The hospital will be a Dark World. I mean, it's possible. Again, it is possible that she opens up a Dark World in the fountain when her father dies, but I think her father will die in the church, and that's what happens. Because again, you know, she could do that. Town Hall. Now, Town Hall is just the festival. So I need to think. Would I be disappointed by it? Is this the application for NASA rocket scientists? Yes. You need to have NASA qualifications to understand most of the stuff that's on this survey, I think. Would I be disappointed, though? Because on one hand, it's like, oh yeah, I kind of get it. I wouldn't be surprised. The bunker, yeah. Yep. Gaster, yep. I don't need to elaborate on that. Church, yes. Graveyard, I think it'll just be part of the church. It'll just be lumped in with the church, I think. Because they're like right next door. Why would Gaster be in the bunker? Because if you go up to the bunker, it plays Gaster's smile noise. Just really, really slow. Like, you know, the Gaster noise? It just plays that next to the bunker. Yeah, like, why wouldn't he be in there? Like, yeah, like, his noise is playing at the bunker. I think it's, like, slowed down by, like, 6,666% or something stupid. The lake will be an upcoming Dark World. Right, Onion-san hears a weird song at the bottom of the sea. I don't think so. There is a weird thing with water. I need to do something about that sticky keys. Yeah, I know. Oh, shit. Oh man, my mouse is hovering over here. Whoa! Oh, what? Oh my god, my mouse! Oh, let me just close it with my mouse. Oh. What did I do if a lake ended up as a dark world location? How do I feel about it? Like, what do you do at a lake? What the fuck? Like, what gets turned into a dark world? What? Hope the worst for me. I can't lie. What? What do you mean? What? Oh shit. Sorry. Let me just The festival. Yeah. Noelle's house. It's either the church or Noelle's house. Yeah. Yeah. Toby posted it on Twitter. A cropped image of Noelle in a building. Yeah. Can I show this image? Find it. Here it is. It's in the newsletter. I don't know why it said Twitter. It's not Twitter. It's the newsletter that it shows it in. Some sort of core situation where the dark world can be accessed in a less complicated way through the lake. The thing about the lake is that it's outside. It's like a weird... It would be weird. It would be a really strange situation if the lake ended up being a dark world. I don't know how I would feel about it. See, I'm thinking about it. I'm not thinking about this fairly, because I'm thinking about this as if I know what the other Dark Worlds will be and there's only one available slot. Are you saying that the lake is like... Hold on, you're talking about the core. Some sort of core situation. So you see... Okay, hold on. So you're talking like as if the core was built on top of a dark fountain, and then this is Deltarune's equivalent of that, but with water instead of lava? But with, like, dark fountains. Okay, I'm more receptive to that idea now. That you've explained it like that. Because why is there a weird song? Why is there a weird song? That's the weird song at the bottom of the sea. No one's found the fountain. It says, what, you'd have to, like, swim to the dark fountain? We can have a fucking, like, Kingdom Hearts, Atlantis, Dark World, where there's, like, singing and dancing. This, again, okay, chapter 4 is either the church or this, right? Like, where is she here? Yeah, something that only Onion-san will be able to find, yeah. Well, I feel like Onion-san's thing is, like, a secret thing. Like, you're not supposed to, it's not, like, important to the plot, but there's, like, an extra thing going on, maybe, with Onion-san. Like, you wouldn't go darker than dark normally, but if you do, like, the Onion-san stuff, you'd go darker than dark. There's a chance that there could be a chapter that has multiple Dark Worlds. I don't know how... That would be a pain in the ass to code, though. Also, here, what do you think? What do you think when you see this image, by the way? Where do you think she is? Your church had a basement. This could be the basement of the church. That's what I'm thinking. I've never been to church, but I know that the church that I was near, you know, it had Christmas decorations. They could have had it in, like, a storage area or a basement. Yeah, it's a storage room. So people are saying that this is Noelle's house because there's all this Christmas stuff. But, like, it could just as easily be the church. Also, the Chapter 4 teaser had, it was a Christmas tree, I think? It was a Christmas tree. On top of this, in a different thing, there was, a Christmas tree. Like, it really, right now with Chapter 4, it's a coin toss between the church and Noelle's house. But I think it's weird, like, 2 houses in a row. Also, I do know exactly what you're talking about. Mine had that. It's a 50-50 with the church and Noelle's house. I'm betting on the church. I think Chris's house followed by Noelle's house. Like, a house to a house. Like, what? And I think that a Dark World would be more interesting in a church than a house themed around Christmas. And again, hold on. punch bowl. There's art of Susie with the punch bowl, and then there's the fucking punch bowl darkener. Like, why would this be in Noelle? Why would a red Solo cup be in Noelle's house? Why is this the thing that's being advertised as a darkener? This is a chapter 4. Like, we know for a fact it's chapter 4. Why is this a Noelle's house darkener and not a church darkener? Oh, my water's warm and it tastes bad. I mean, it tastes like water, but it's like gross. I don't like warm water. I would be surprised, but I would prefer the church. Has anyone mentioned punch? It might be related to the blood of Christ wine bullshit. Yeah, that is, again, Alvin mentioned it. Alvin mentioned it. Alvin mentioned, oh yeah, you know, you came to church for the fruit juice. The fruit juice. Oh no, the censor bar is like lower than it should be now. Fuck. Yeah, no, I do know about the blood of Christ. Like, oh, this is like the cookies or something that you eat. Oh, also Spamton mentions communion too. When you bring up the night, Spamton says, "Oh, the night. Speaking of communion, which is the wafers, yeah. Speaking of communion, you know, communion like a church. Communion, church, the blood of Christ, the wine, fruit juice. It's like a family-friendly version of the wine, maybe." And they go to church, and Susie is there, and Caddy. Well, so look, that's Caddy. That's Caddy, the older Caddy, not the little Caddy, but little Caddy's probably at church with them. Here's Noelle sitting. I don't know what room this is in, but it's Noelle sitting. Maybe she's sitting on the pews of the church. But also, why is it like a front-facing pew? Because we've never seen any Deltarune characters sit. Like, the school doesn't have chairs. But it would make sense, like, if they're going to be sitting anywhere, you know, if school class, it's not going to be like a nothing thing that they're sitting down. They're sitting on something important, a pew, at the church. I'm going to look like such an asshole when Chapter 4 comes out and they're not in a church and they're in Noelle's house. Ugh. Right, yeah, that's like a proper way, yeah. It's the church. It's a church. And you know what sucks? Because I want to try to limit myself when chapters 3 and 4 come out. Like, the first stream is going to be entirely chapter 3. I'm probably not going to finish chapter 3 in one stream. But when I finish chapter 3, no matter how long or short the chapter is, I'm not starting chapter 4 immediately after. Like, even if it's like, okay, the first day is like a 7-hour stream and I'm doing all this chapter 3 shit. And then the next stream is 1 hour and then I finish chapter 3, I'm ending the stream after 1 hour. I'm not starting chapter 4 the same day I finish chapter 3. I want to have, like, at least a day to just process all of it. So, at minimum, it'll be, like, 3 or 4 days after the chapters come out. And I'm going to be sitting there like, oh, here we go, we're going to church. And then everyone's already, like, everyone on the planet already knows, oh, no, it's actually, like, Papyrus's bathroom or something. Also, I forgot about the hands emoji, or the emote, that's a good one. Caddy's house. No. It's actually Santa's gaping asshole. Yes. Braddy's house. No. The apartments. No. Oh, Susie might live in one of the apartments. So maybe there's a dark world in Susie's apartment area. Maybe. What do I think the church? Church. What do I think the Chapter 5 Dark World will be? What causes a Dark World? If a Lightner puts their will into their blade and stabs the earth, their determination, a Lightner with determination stabbing the earth creates a Dark Fountain. Which is what Chris does. Also, monsters in this universe might have determination. Because Birdly was going to make a Dark Fountain in Chapter 2, and then Rousey stopped him. But also, maybe he wasn't able to do it. Like, he had, like, energy around his halberd before he was ready to do it. I'm thinking that maybe he was just going to hit it really hard, but he doesn't have determination because he's a monster, but also that law might not work in Deltarune because it's an AU and monsters don't have determination and they have blood and they bleed and they're bloody and bleeding. Ugh. Where the fuck is Chapter 5 going to happen? What? I need to decide now. Where is Chapter 5 going to be? What do you think the Chapter 4 is like? Because I'm like 100% on church, 100% on bunker, 100% on the festival. I have no fucking clue what number 5 is going to be. It's a portal that creates a place. Yes, it's based on the area that it's built in. Or that it's made in, I mean. You know, I was like saying like, oh yeah, the flower shop would be stupid. That's like the only one that I'm thinking for Chapter 5 though. I'm looking back at my answers. Icy's Pizza. Balloon. There's a balloon. We know about the balloon. Like a balloon. This is the only place a balloon will fit. Besides the festival. I'm gonna put this just because the balloon. Because I really don't fucking know about Chapter 5. Chapter 5, I think, is the confrontation with the knight. Even though I said that Chapter 4 is where the church is and Alvin's the knight, but whatever. I'm putting Icy's Pizza, but I'm not happy about it. Only if you think there will be a Chapter 8 right when you think that Dark World will be. Yeah, Icy for a birthday? Yeah, that's the thing I could think of. If 5 is a knight, then why would it be Icy? So you're right. But also, why would it be the flower shop? Asgore's not the knight. Alvin's just a really big fan of birthdays, yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe like all the kids are at the thing. They're at the birthday party, and then Alvin shows up. It's like, oh, you're stopping my plans. I'm gonna kill you. And then he's probably not evil. I don't think Alvin's evil. It may be neither. It is possible that it's neither. It's possible that there's an extra area of town that has like a museum, and then the museum is the Dark World, or a firehouse, because there's no fire stations in hometown. What if there's an orphanage and you see the 6 other human souls and they all exist and they are there? Okay, so I do want to go through this. A museum Dark World would be really cool, actually. There's like dinosaurs. Oh no, because we're probably gonna get dinosaurs in Chapter 3, because Susie was watching Godzilla parody and she's talking about becoming Susie-Zilla and stomping on everybody. So I think we're gonna get Susie-Zilla in Chapter 3. So. Alright, I'm going to briefly explain why chapters 8, 9, and 10 are here. These are in the game files. Like, there are not just lines of code, but also there's textures for Deltarune, Chapter 8, Chapter 9, Chapter 10, and Chapter 0. Time loop. Time loop, time loop, time loop, time loop. I think that we're going to go to 7, and then we're going to go back to 0. I'm thinking that Toby just didn't know how many chapters he was going to have, so he wanted to test, like, okay, if there are going to be a double-digit amount, what are we going to do? Like just to see if the animation works for a double-digit one. Did the first 3 on erect mode. Oh. Nightmare mode. Oh my god. If there is a Dark World, I don't think Chapter 0 will be a Dark World. I think Chapter 0 is just going to be, like, Gaster plot exposition bullshit. It's like you have to glitch the game to go into a chapter that doesn't exist. Void? I don't know. Gaster Void? Lore. Lore. Lore, no gameplay. I'll just get to the point. I'm not gonna be two things. Okay, what new characters do I think will appear in Dark Worlds? Now, Gerson's dead. Yeah, lore over gameplay. But I don't, it's just asking for that. I'm not gonna get too. Rudolph, yes. Chucking in a caddy, yeah. I want Monster Kid to show up, but I feel like Toby's intentionally just not acknowledging him. Gerson Amalgamate. Gerson Darkner. Oberon Smog. I'm putting Gerson there, fuck it. I want Monster Kid to be relevant, but I don't think he is. Chapter 3 will be one of these two. Or Asgore. It'll be one of these. It'll be one of these. Ignoring Rudolph. Rudy's gonna be in Chapter 4. One of these three will appear. In Chapter 3. Pizza Pants, please. Please. You know what? Fuck it. Sans. Oh, will Sans be in a Dark World? Goner Kid. I forgot about Goner Kid. Yeah. Yeah, if you remember him despite him telling you not to. Yeah. Will Sans show up in a Dark World? I feel like by Chapter 7, Sans will have to do something. Right? Like, I mean, if Chapter 7 is, you know, the festival, everybody should be in a Dark World, right? Will Azrael be in a Dark World? I don't know if we're even gonna see Azrael. Toriel, this is literally confirmed. Yes. Like, this is like Chapter 0 shit, if that makes sense. Mew Mew, Mettaton, Gaster. Are we gonna see Gaster in a Dark World? I don't think we're gonna see Gaster. I don't think we're gonna even see him. I think he's just gonna talk to us through the device. I don't think we're gonna get a concrete answer on who or what he is. Will there be 10 chapters? No. What if Des found an open Dark World and decided to explore it? Because she was curious and she's stuck in an open Dark World that no one knows about. She's stuck in the bunker. I think she's stuck in the bunker. I also think that Chris knows that Des is in the bunker. Because Chris has bad memories of the bunker. It also could be possible, you know, darker and darker. Maybe she's going darker and darker into the Dark Worlds. I think that she's the weird voice in the code. I think that she went darker and darker into a Dark World and went too deep and is now like Gaster level lost. And she's trying to talk to people through the code. Which also is referenced by Spamton, but only in the Japanese version for some reason. You know how Spamton randomly, like, during the speech, he's like, oh, there's nothing to fear. Why are you afraid? There's nothing to fear except... And then he just cuts and he says, hey, can someone hear me? Please help me. It's like, huh? What? I didn't say anything, but it sounded like they were talking to you. Like, you, like what? Who? Me? Or Chris? Because if that voice was talking to Chris, and in the Japanese version, it's literally just the lines in the code repeated verbatim in Japanese. Like, who would be calling for Chris from the code? It's Des. So, will there be 10 chapters? Probably not. I wouldn't want 10 chapters. I think 7 is fine. I thought 5 was fine. But now that 7 is opened up, like... Why would Chris not tell anyone? Well, Chris kind of isn't, you know, in control of themselves right now. We're kind of, like, possessing Chris. And Chris doesn't really have autonomy. And is, like, a quiet person in general. But also, it sounds like Des disappeared a while ago. So it is kind of... Maybe Chris was responsible. Maybe Chris... I don't know. Chris and Des explored the Dark World themselves. And Des got lost. And then Chris, you know, didn't want to say anything. Because it's like, oh shit, you know... Oh, Gaster kidnapped Des and traumatized me. And Dark Worlds. Like, I can't... Like, imagine Chris explaining to an adult, hey, Des went into a Dark World. I didn't have anything to do with it, though. Please don't get me in trouble. Maybe that's why Chris is opening Dark Worlds now, because Dark Worlds are a thing now. Chris backed away from the Dark World in Chapter 1. As if they were scared. There'll be 5 chapters. Toby Fox has not talked about Chapter 6 and 7. That is true. Toby Fox has never mentioned Chapter 6 and 7. But also, I don't think he would put 6 and 7 in the game if he wasn't going to do it. I'm gonna put it at 4, but like, this is objectively true. I would be really disappointed. Wait, Chapter 8 will be in the game. Okay. This. There is a single letter audio file in each chapter. Chapter 1 has w.ogg, and chapter 2 has d.ogg. WD, well, let me type. So WDGASTE. So this is chapter 1, chapter 2. Chapter 3 is going to have G. Chapter 4 is going to have A. So we're going to see G. You might need to remind me. Because I am going to dissect the code and find the hidden person screaming in the code. But I need to look through the files. If there is G and A, then this is basically confirmed. But also, you can't spell Gaster's name, because if you spell Gaster's name, the game resets, so you can't do it. So I don't think that there's going to be Chapter 8, but I do like this. Chapter 0. This, I'm betting in on. Also, let me read what you said. Something like that was in Friday the 13th. Oh yeah, they're trying to tell you. Oh yeah, there's a person trying to murder everybody in town, and he's got a knife, and he's immortal, and he's in the ocean. I've never seen Friday the 13th, but I assume that's how it goes. Oh yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah. No, Friday the 13th. What was Friday the 13th? Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what's his name? The hand guy, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, you're thinking of Freddy Krueger. Yes, because I think that happened in Freddy vs. Jason. That also might be why you mix it up, because that movie exists. I did watch Freddy vs. Jason. And there was a character that just flat out did that. Like, oh no, Freddy Krueger's gonna kill us. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. But I think that's what it is. It's like, oh my god, mommy, daddy, Gaster kidnapped Des, and now they're in the bunker dark world. Like, okay, kid, yeah, sure. Alright. I mean, the Undyne literally does that. In chapter 1, you tell Undyne, hey, we were in a dark world. There's dark worlds opening up. He's like, oh yeah, that's not my jurisdiction. Whatever. How would I feel like if it was chapter 0? I want chapter 0. Oh my god, time loop. Dark world locations are Undertale locations in reverse order. I think I mentioned this. Well, this doesn't explain the church. I think it's just a coincidence. I think the souls for the boss fights is more intriguing than this. Yeah, what if chapter 0 we get r.ogg to get around to spelling Gaster, right? Because you can't type WD Gaster. It resets the game. So you type WD Gaster or Gaster, and then you type the R, and then you get the timeline loop back to chapter 1, where you try typing the game name again, and you keep going back. And then chapter 0 is the weird glitch world because you managed to type the R somehow, or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't care. I mean, it gets rid of the church, and like church isn't Waterfall. Right? Yeah. WD guest, and then oh no, sorry, resets to chapter 0. Dark clock theory. Okay, this is stupid. I don't like it. So there's clocks all over Hometown, and they're like stuck in one position, and they don't change the time no matter where you are or when you visit the room. So people are saying, oh, the clock hands are pointing to where the next Dark World will be. But if you open up a map of Hometown, you could literally just do that to anything. Like you could literally just, like, oh, it's in this general direction. Oh yeah, well, oh my god, look, the computer room is in that general direction. And if and oh my god, in this direction, the house is sort of kind of in that direction, sort of. Maybe it's just static pixel art. Yep. Because I think one of the rooms is literally just, it's just the clock hand, but it's just mirrored. Like the main classroom with Alfie's and then Toriel's classroom with like the babies. I think they're just mirrored. It would be kind of stupid. I mean, I wouldn't care. There's also one where it's like, oh my god, wait, Papyrus is the night, because if you do a night's movement, if you open up the Hometown in a map, and you go up to 1, or no, Sansa's house, oh my god, you go down 2 by 1, you end up going to the school. But if you also go down to the left, and you go to That area. But also, like, oh, I can go up by any amount and then go by left or right by any amount. Like, I could just go to any location in Dark World, in Hometown, I mean. Babies combined into a baby mech in the night. Oh my god, the nights of the birthday, because the babies... Oh my god, the babies went to Icy Pizza Party, and the babies are the night. The baby amalgams. Oh my god. Holy shit. No, you're onto something. I don't think we've seen one baby in Hometown. Is there anything I want to say in regards to these theories? Is there? Oh, I don't think there will be multiple Dark Worlds in a single chapter. I think it's just too much to code, but there are some people that believe that. How much do I care? Church. Bunker. Church. I know all of it. Oh. Also, it's April Fool's now, for no particular reason. How many pages did I do? Fountains are literally inches away from each other, but somehow in different places, making a massive Dark World. 3? Okay. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm really hot, and I need to turn on my fan, and I need to rest, and I need to, you know, it's 1:30 a.m. and it's April Fool's, and I have things that I need to do, and I want to make sure that I am able to do them. You know. I could pick this up after the direct. No, you know, just... Yeah, maybe go to the grocery store, maybe get some bananas tomorrow. Got some things to do. You forgot it's April Fool's? It is officially now, but I don't have anything planned. However, there is this, like, cool channel that's uploading, like, AI submissions. There's, like, AI, like, recommendations that you can give this person that they're doing. It's like Rava D. It's like a Siva Gunner channel, like a Siva Gunner fan channel, and they're taking suggestions right now. But it's only, you know, until tomorrow. They'll be taking those suggestions. It's like RAIIVADJUNNER, and that channel, you know, they're collecting responses, and that channel might do those responses tomorrow, maybe. Not that I would know. Who's trying to get in my room? Oh, the dog. Oh, these are all Susie theories. Oh, boy. Dog is clawing at my door. Yeah, I think I'll leave it for here, because this is supposed to be a Friday Night Funkin' stream, and I just did all this. I am enjoying it, though. I'm Susie is secretly Gaster. That's how the Clam Girl knows about her. Yep, you figured it out. Yeah, I am enjoying doing this. You know what I'll do? Okay, so I don't know how many I'll do after the direct. The direct will probably be like 30 minutes. I'll do... I don't know where I'm going tomorrow. So I don't know... Let me get the dog in the room before I continue my thought. Going to a BRB before I end the stream. Nintendo Minutes or 30 Nintendo Minutes? Well, like they're doing Switch to... I don't think they said how long it is. 30 Nintendo Minutes may as well be a detailed tweet. Well, I mean, the last Direct was 30 minutes. The Switch Direct... I don't know if there's a time on the Switch Direct. But I can't see it being any longer than an hour. So I'll be able to go for, like, a few hours after after the Switch Direct and then do this instead. I'll stream it at maybe 5. Maybe 5. I think 5, unless I'm not home. In that case, it'll be later than 5 and be 6. I think 5 p.m. EST, April 2nd. Because I'm not going to wake up at 9 a.m. to stream a Nintendo Direct. But I'll do more of this after that. And then maybe the 3rd or the 4th, I'll do Deltarune Chapter 1. Might be a little later, actually, because I want to set up stuff for that. But I can, like, I'll do, like, a page of the survey before playing the game, or maybe, like, in the middle, just to take, like, a break from playing the game. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because there's, like, oh, Susie theories, Chris theories, Noelle theories, Ralsei theories. I don't remember every single section. Because I have seen people do this before. But I do need to buy bananas. Again, for no particular reason. Gaster theories page? I think there is one. I don't remember if there is one. Temmie's scarier than Gaster. You can't see it, but Temmie's scarier than Gaster. Whoa! This is my favorite. I love this fucking image. This one kind of became a meme. This one here, Azrael's Dust. I think that probably gets explained in a different section. So I can go through it. Have you seen him? Temmie theory page 1. Well, that's the Gaster page. She's Gaster. Oh, she's scarier than Gaster, actually. Okay, goodbye, Lands. Goodbye, Lands, Undertale. You can go to bed now, Lands. Yeah, Lance is tired. He wants to go to bed too. I was gonna slam my keyboard in FL Studio, but I think I closed it and I don't want to open it for... Oh, I didn't play my song. I'm gonna play my song. I'm gonna play that song I was talking about in Discord.
I was sitting in my truck, my pants were tucked, looking over yonder, the gas prices suck. Getting in my mobile home cause I'm homophobic. After long road trips, I shit in my turlet. I need some cheap labor to cut my lawn, who clean my toilets when they're all gone. Getting in my tractor, beating my wife, yelling at the brown folks taking care of my life. I wasn't saying slurs, but I slurred my words. God loves my country, or so I heard. Yeah. God bless. God bless. They tried to take my guns, but I said no, hun. Slammed that door shut, felt the pain in my gut. Looked into the mirror to see what's wrong. There's a darn bullet hole right in my dome. Can't believe I turned my Peter to a V-hole. Now I pee when I sit, that was the goal. Getting in my tractor, beating my wife, yelling at the brown folk taking care of my life. I wasn't saying slurs, but I slurred my words. God loves my country, or so I heard. My wife, been a while I don't see her. I for sure ain't queer, cause I was chugging my beer. Getting in my tractor, beating my wife, yelling at the brown folk taking care of my life. I wasn't saying slurs, but I slurred my words. God loves my country, or so I heard. Yahoo! Yahoo! You're all my blood. I love my God. God bless.